Welcome. I am doing a 75 hard. This is the 12th day for me, and I feel amazing. It's still early. I wanted to wait till I got a few days under my belt, but I also wanted to, in conjunction with the 75 hard, come in and periodically update on how my body is feeling, but really about how my mental is feeling, because I'm approaching this 75 hard as an opportunity to get closer with myself and as an opportunity to really dive into self-love. And I think it's easy to feel as if you love yourself, but do you truly love yourself? And that is one thing that I've been diving into. So as a part of my 75 hard, I'm having the standard setup where workout twice a day, a gallon of water a day, read 10 pages from a book. You need to have one of the workouts being outside. You need to take a photo of yourself. And then you need to follow some sort of diet. And I'm just doing more of a whole foods diet. Certainly, like me getting back onto a regimen, eating a whole food diet, no fried foods, no sugars, no donuts, none of that stuff like that. Still got my coffee. I love coffee. It has allowed for my body to certainly start to pull fat out of my body, and it's certainly reflected in the picture. So I think, taking a picture once a day is very helpful. But the other thing that I've added is that, and I've seen a lot of benefits from this. Some people call it semen retention. Other people just call it celibacy. But that is a area that I've been interested in, but I'm exploring throughout my 75 hard. I'm also off of social media so that I can regain my attention and regain my mind and my thoughts and my ideas. And then I'm also just doing, trying to do more mindfulness practices. So in the morning, I'll wake up and set intentions. And right now, I'm feeling really good. This idea of practicing self-love, again, a lot of people feel as if they just have it. And, a lot of people do, but it fluctuates up and down. So you need to be cognizant of the signals or exercises that you can do to love on yourself. So, the first thing is just being conscious about the fact that, there are thoughts that go into your head. There are ideas that go into your head. And being mindful of those ideas and the way that you think about yourself is certainly an important component of self-love. Understanding and filtering out any ideas that don't serve you, that don't serve your best interest, and being mindful of those ideas or those thoughts as they come into your head so that you can stop them there. Acknowledge that they're there and let them move on. The other component of it is just, for me, I think having an opportunity to tap out of social media allows for you to say, okay, well, what's going to validate me? How do I validate myself? And that's not an easy thing to do given the situation that we have with social media. There's a lot of aspects of social media that we really haven't thought through as a society, and we're all just here trying to maneuver through those, and that's fine, right? So for me, I said, okay, I need to detach from the matrix. So once you detach, now you're starting to actually look inside a lot more and ask yourself a lot of deep questions. And then you realize, when is the last time I've asked myself questions? Who are you? Who is it? What are your virtues? What are the values, that you want to exude to the world? Are you working in lockstep between, values and who you represent to the world? There's a mask that sits on your face. There's this persona that sits there. And are you admitting to yourself first that, yes, there is a persona that sits there? Are you okay with saying that? There's a mask that I wear. Are you okay with saying that? That's the first thing. And then the next thing, you got to think about, how big of a distance is it between your real self, your core self, and this mask or this persona that you put on? And if that distance is too large, and you could be honest with yourself, you need to do some self-reflection. Now, for me, I've been reading books on boundaries. I've been reading more about this concept of stoicism, which is a kind of an ancient philosophy where it's more so about how do you live a virtuous life. It was written by Marcus Aurelius, and he has a book called Meditations. So it kind of birthed out of that. But it's really, how do you become, an individual that is able to live virtuous and working towards a fulfilling purpose versus someone who is falling victim to all of the ancillary things in this world that don't matter. And being able to stay true to that requires for you to be in touch with yourself. You need to really get in touch with yourself. And I think it is preventing you from being completely in touch with yourself if you don't give yourself some time with yourself. So that could just be mindfulness exercises. But like truly thinking about who you want to be in the future and then allowing emotions to come over you as you think about it. The combination of those things for me has been game changing. And my mind is continuing to rewire circuits and to wake up in different ways. But I'm happy to be 12 days in. I'm going to continue to document this journey. And I look forward to having more people come, more people, join the community, because it's all about self-love. We all go through really tough, trying parts of life. And then from there, you need to understand, how do you get to the other side, and what are you going to do to ensure yourself that you're living that virtuous and fulfilling life that you want to do. It takes work, and it takes honesty. It takes empathy. It takes integrity. It takes all of these things. And you have to continue to work on yourself in order to get there.